The first and foremost. Still NBA appearance from Fresh.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Porter is out there with Fresh. Then it's Nene in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, it was a defensive issue for the Magic. They had trouble stopping opponents last season, guys. I mean, didn't really challenge anything at their own rim, and that's really what made it tough for him.
And he gets the bucket.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
The dish now to Beal. There's the screen. Porter outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I like how John Wall bodied up the defender there.
Orlando trailing here. Payton passes to Fournier. There's Azania, guarded by Porter. Wall with some nice defense.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Here's Azania. Pass to Fournier. Feeds to Vucevic. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Orlando. And then for Washington, Thornton comes in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding future all-star front courter. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Right block shot. That's good. Vucevic has got 7 points in the game.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
And talking about Vucevic's development last season, he's also had the highest assist average of his career. He's a good decision maker on the floor, knows when to take it himself, and knows when to kick it to cutters and spot up shooters.
2 open that time, made it look too easy.
Got that assist,
guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one. Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Sessions kicks to Freak. A 15-footer. Rebounded by Vucevic.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Magic lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now. Earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
Wish you maps my face.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And then for Washington, Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Fresh comes in for Morris, and Porter subbed in for Jared Dudley. Ilyasova out there with Hazonia, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Payton, and it's Watson in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And both free throws good for Payton.
Hey, guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
Here's Fresh. Well, with Free Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
Because it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean,
and mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Fresh.
Yay.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
Here's Hazonia, guarded by Porter. And too long on the shot.
And, guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be
trying to grab that Riri.
But it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
The Wizards have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74%.
And the first half...
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. The first thing is that our ball movement has been solid. Keep it up. I want to see that ball continue to rotate around the perimeter until we get a good look. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. And let me touch on tempo.
Fans, get ready for your... It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first.
How are you going to be down by fucking 15?
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. Fresh in at the 4 spot. Sessions out there with Wall. And there's Hickson. And it's Thornton in at the 3 spot. Payton outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet.
Performance.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without Nikola Vucevic.
There was no shortage of points in the paint for him tonight. He was doing his thing, using his big body to create space and make easy.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting...
You gotta start having commercials and shit. Got 3 rebounds and got 2 points. Yeah. Accolade, whatever that means. Thank you, athletes. I get my dunk on.